guys, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I'm doing a book review on Truths I Never Told You by Kelly Rimmer. So I'm giving this book, I think I'm going to go with 4.5 stars. Yeah, it was that good. It was really good. I've read other books by Kelly Rimmer before, and I've enjoyed them. And when I seen the library had this one, I was like, yay, I want to read that. So anyway, 4.5 stars. Let's get to the synopsis. So, it says, when her father recently moved to a care facility for his worsening dementia, Beth Walsh volunteers to clear out the family home and is surprised to discover the door to her childhood playroom padlocked. She's even more shocked at what's behind it. A hoarder's mess of her father's paintings, mounds of discarded papers, and miscellaneous junk in the otherwise fastidiously tidy house. Yeah. As she picks through the clutter, she finds a loose journal entry in what appears to be her late mother's handwriting. Beth and her siblings grew up believing their mother died in a car accident when they were little more than toddlers. But this note suggests something much darker. So Beth is the youngest of 4 children, and they're all grown now. Now, they grew up with their father raising them. And their mother died when they were all little. So, even though Beth has memories of her mother, she was only 18 months old when her mom died. So, says Beth soon pieces together a disturbing portrait of a woman suffering from postpartum depression and a husband who bears little resemblance to the loving father Beth and her siblings know. With a newborn of her own and struggling with motherhood, Beth finds there may be more tying her and her mother together than she ever suspected. Exploring the expectations society places on women of every generation, Kelly Rimmer explores the profound struggles 2 women unwittingly share across the decades, set within an engrossing family mystery that may unravel everything they believed to be true. Yeah. So Beth's mother suffered from postpartum depression with each child that she had. She had 4 kids, but she had 1, and then she had twins, and she had Beth. And each time was worse than the time before. And her notes that Beth has found talks about her thoughts and her things that were going on in her mind about how she knew she was the worst mother ever, and she knew she couldn't bond with her kids because she didn't want to. She didn't care. And now Beth, who has just had a baby, is going through the same things. And the funny thing is, ironically enough, Beth is a psychiatrist who doesn't really recognize in herself that she is going through pretty distressing postpartum depression also. So when Beth finds these notes, and where she's at is in the attic. They put their dad in a nursing home or hospice, and they start to clean out his house. And the dad is always very like OCD about everything being really clean and organized and in its spot and all that. And then she finds out in the attic, which is padlocked, and they have to take the door off the hinges to get in. What she finds is a hoarder's mess of candy bar wrappers and trash and paintings that her dad, he has some kind of dementia where he can't think of the words to things, but he can paint now, and so he's painted all these canvases, paintings and such, and she starts finding these notes, and they correspond with the paintings. Yeah. But the book really is about postpartum depression, I think, because like I said, her mother suffered from it, and the notes that she's finding explain the things that were going on in her head. Beth is also suffering from it, but she won't admit it. And then finally, she decides, yes, that maybe that's what it is, because her husband is worried about her, her siblings are worried about her, and all that. So, like I said, I'm giving it 4.5 stars. It was really good. If you haven't read anything by Kelly Rimmer, I highly recommend it because it was really good. And one thing I really liked about this book was it had a lot of, what do you call it? Women's lib in it, like, because her sister, like, the mother's sister, whose name was Grace, her sister, now see that this book does go back in time from the 1950s, like the late 50s to like 1996, so it does go back and forth where it's telling, the mother, Grace, is telling her story in the 50s. Now, Grace's sister is actually a professor in California, and she is in the big movement of abortion and getting rights for women and all that. So that was really interesting to me. Now, what Beth finds out through these notes is she's kind of worried. She doesn't really want to share them with her siblings because these notes are reflecting on some things that they did not know. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I'd highly recommend it. 4.5 stars. And if you like this video, give me a like. And hey, while you're here, how about a subscribe? That's all I got for today. Don't forget to check back for more book videos coming up soon. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time.